Just wait, this cute beach cottage from the 70s is about to get a complete exterior makeover. This is what it looked like when I first saw it, so I knew it needed a new paint job. And already such a huge difference by just changing the color. I also removed all of the railings and the screen from that front porch there that was just falling apart. I wanted to make the columns a little bit bulkier, so I decided to add some trim. I first had to remove all of the nails that were still sticking out there from the old railing. So to do this, I just got my grinder and started cutting them off. And I actually really like the pavers that are up here on the front porch, so I think after I give them a nice pressure wash, they'll be good as new. I went to Home Depot and I got some PVC trim that I'm going to be adding to these columns to bulk them up. PVC is a little bit more expensive than using other types of wood, but I love the fact that it doesn't rot. I'm also using these Cortex screws that countersink, and then you can use the plug so you don't even see it. For the top and the bottom of each column, I am using the 1x6 PVC trim that I just mitered so it would wrap the column. And you can see here, after you plug it, you barely even see where the screw was. Then I just repeated that same exact process to the top of the column using those 1x6s. And already just adding those two things made such a huge difference, but I went ahead and took the measurement in between those 1x6s and I cut down some 1x3s and 1x4s to just wrap that column and just give it a little bit more bulkiness. And for this part here, I decided to try out my brad nailer just to hold them in place, which ended up making it so much easier. So I did this for the rest of the time. And then I was able to just go through my screws and countersink them after that and plug them, that way you didn't see them. So here's what one finished column ended up looking like, which I absolutely love, just the extra detail that it added. So then I moved on to the second column and just repeated that same exact process. Here's that little plug up close so you can see it just fits right in that hole there. And then I just used my hammer to kind of give it a couple little taps until it was nice and flush. And I could not wait to start the railing, so I did this one even before I finished all the columns. This was like a DIY railing kit that I bought from Home Depot, and it was actually pretty easy to install and to figure out. This is what it looks like after I finished those two columns and that one rail, which I think it already is looking so much better.